So for a first-time buyers, right now, as I said, it's a good time. It's not a bad time because there are so many properties on the market they can choose from, and there are not many competitions like before, like it used to be like one year and a half ago. I know the rates are a little bit higher, but if they can qualify for that and then close it for 5 years or so. Probably in the next 5 years, probably the rates are going a little bit down.
Well, Marius, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How long have you been a real estate agent?
Since 2005.
Listen, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much, Scott.
You're the best at what you do.
Thank you so much. For example, in my case, I have 3 or 4 mortgage brokers, that I work with. I have 2 or 3 lawyers and 2 or 3 home inspectors.
Yes.
So I have all this networking that I can help a buyer, purchasing a home in a safe environment with no stress, with a nice, path and not very stressful.
Yes.
So it's great if they can choose the agent based on their expertise and their reviews, instead of cashbacks and stuff like that. So when you hear that I will give you a cashback, that means it's a red flag because that agent doesn't have enough experience, doesn't have enough clients. He is like hungry for and they cannot survive without doing that. But imagine, put yourself, let's say you're an IT, you're a doctor or a lawyer or a accountant or an engineer, whatever. And believe me, like imagine to give you a cashback to your employer just to keep you working for them. So for me, it doesn't make any sense. It's a big why. It's a big why.
Why do you want to pay me? Because actually I have to pay you, or you have
exactly.
to.
So they have to be careful because a good agent, they can negotiate for them much more than 1% or 0.5%, which is the cashback. So they can negotiate maybe 5% more or less, or 10% less than the market value. So their expertise is much more it's much more important than a tricky under the table cashbacks and stuff like that.
So we have to look for value.
For
what
value
we receive.
Yes.
For the money,
Exactly.
not
Exactly.
Yes, because we maybe pay, but actually always the price comes at one point.
Yes.
Can be in the beginning, can be in the end. So if you don't pay whatever 5% for when you sell a house,
yes,
you pay only 1%. At one point you will pay, because if you want to sell the house, maybe you cannot sell it, or something it's happening.
Yes,
it's going to happen.
So so for a first-time buyers, right now, as I said, it's a good time. It's not a bad time because there are so many properties on the market they can choose from, and there are not many competitions like before, like it used to be like one year and a half ago. I know the rates are a little bit higher, but if they can qualify for that and then close it for 5 years or so, probably in the next 5 years, probably the rates are going a little bit down, is my impression.
Hopefully. I mean,
in the next year, for sure not, but probably in the next couple of months they will raise again the rates. They said on the media. In September they didn't raise the rate, but they said we are open to raise the rate in the future based on the inflation. The Federal Reserve in the U.S., they just told that they will raise the rate until the end of the year, so Canada will follow shortly.
So you mentioned about viewings,
Yes.
right? You decide with the client, we're going to see this house, whatever you decide, or how many houses you'll see. What are the keys of the things we have to look because sometimes, especially, and I know me, I'm very attracted about maybe the kitchen or like stuff not necessarily very important. So what are actually very must be or to be on the list, or something like nice to have for a house What's important to
So
be there?
yeah, so depending on their lifestyle, as I said, let's say if they are, you know, very high-end professionals, they don't have time to take care of their loan or outside of a home. So the best option is to buy a condo, a condo apartment or condo townhouse, which has the maintenance fee. But in that maintenance fee, it's included the keeping the loans properly, taking care of everything outside of the unit. And based on this is based also on the pre-approval amount. So if they want to buy an amazing property in the specific neighborhood, and that neighborhood is very high end, and let's say the average sold price for the house is for 4 or 5 millions, and they are just approved for 1 million or 1.5 million, then they have to buy a condo, which is in that area, because there's much lower.
Again,
So
they have to lower the expectations.
lower the expectation, exactly. Now, if they have kids, you know, they are looking for, you know, certain type of schools.
Yes.
If they are, let's say, if they are looking for Catholic schools or private schools or you know, public schools. So depending what they are looking for, you know, usually I use a Fraser Institute for the ranking of the schools.
Okay, that's good.
But by the way, I'm telling you that it's, you know, based on the, you know, Fair Act. We as an agent, we cannot say, oh, this is a bad neighborhood, or this is a bad school, or this is a, you know, so it's something that we cannot say. We can, you know, we cannot advise. We say, you know what,
Actually,
if you want, you know, this is the Fraser Institute, what they are saying. So based on that, you can take, you know, what, you know.
It's like a menu. You go to the restaurant, you see the menu, but you'll choose.
You'll choose.
And you cannot say,
I try to provide.
I mean, you can ask. What do you recommend? Can you say that?
I can recommend. I say if I was in your shoes, I will buy here, but not the reason.
Good
you
enough.
know, like
It's
not,
good enough.
Because as I said, the five you know, things that an agent that cannot advise is, and is very interesting. For example, if the schools are good or bad, you cannot
what's
advise.
good, what's bad. Which is fair in a way, because what's good, what's bad, it's really.
So if the neighborhood is safe, so always I said I cannot say that, but you can go online, search by, you know, crime, you know, map on that area, and then you can see based on what the police stations, you know, they are posting. Some of them they are like a petty theft, like some of them they are, you know, minor things. Some of them, you know, they are burglaries or break-ins or thefts or, you know, homicide or, you know, some stuff like that. So they can go online, they search, and they take their own decision. Or if you cannot say, for example, if it's a Catholic, a Jewish or Muslim neighborhood, you cannot say that. Or or what the ethnic group majority is, you cannot say that. You know, because it's like seems like racial. And if it's a good neighborhood for families, single, same-sex partners. So again, you cannot say, oh, don't buy this neighborhood because here there are, you know, these certain types of whatever.
Because this is our personal opinion at the same time, right?
So you have to be very careful as an agent to what to say, because you don't want to do something illegally, or, you know, that can affect you know, the buyer's opinions based on your opinion. So you have to give as much information as you can to your clients, and then they can decide if it's a good neighborhood or bad.
Okay,
so
that's good.
Or good for them or not.
You know what I appreciate at you, Marius?
Yes.
I mean, a lot of stuff, of course, because you're like very successful. But you are not afraid to share information. Because whomever is listening to our material can be people like real estate agents in your area. But what I really appreciate, because you are so confident and you know what you know, that you're not afraid to share information, and teach them, really. You teach other realtors in this very moment. So I really appreciate that at you.
Well, Marius, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How long have you been a real estate agent?
Since 2005.
Yes.
So almost 18 years.
18 years. Listen, you work so hard. You're top 100 agent worldwide, which is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Scott.
And you don't just help people sell or buy homes. You do the whole pack. How do you know what to do to a house in order to increase its value?
I learn from you. you know.
Okay, so you're a pro then.
Yeah. So I try to, you know, explain people that if they, you know, improve their, you know, like with a new countertop, a new flooring, a new bathroom, a new kitchen, they will, you know, like for each dollar, they will get maybe $1, $2, $3, $4 more.
Yes.
So this is very important.
It's the return on investment.
Exactly.
You want to take care of your
Yeah.
clients. You're not just here to help them buy or sell a
Yeah.
home. You help them move. You give them renovation tips.
Everything.
It's one of the reasons why you and your family are so successful in this business.
Yes. They give me the keys of the house, and they live in Caribbean for 2 weeks, and when they come back, the house is sold for the most money.
You should have your own show.
No. So I am so busy doing that, but I love it. But you know, it's a pleasure to do the best thing for my clients. So.
Well, look, you've seen a lot. You've got a lot of experience, especially in the Markham area. Where do you see the future of real estate in Markham?
Because of the huge immigration in Canada, I think it's a good investment for investors to invest in real estate.
Yes.
And especially in Markham, because you know, it's close to Toronto. Close to 404, so it's a very very close to Toronto, and the value in long term will go up for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's a great investment.
Listen, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much, Scott.
You're the best at what you do.
Thank you so much.